Question 20. So part A, factorise 5m plus 30. So quite simply, factorise means put it into some brackets of some sort. So I need to look at what goes into both 5m that also goes into 30. Well, there's not a letter in both of them, so it can't be a letter. So does 5 go into 5? Yes, it does. Does 5 go into 30? Yes, it does. So 5 goes on the outside of my brackets. I then ask myself, what do I times 5 by to give me 5m? Well, I multiply it by m. What do I times 5 by to give me plus 30? Well, I multiply it by positive 6. And that's factorised. Okay, the next question is very similar, but in this case it's a quadratic. We've got x squared minus something x minus something. Okay, so we know that in theory this should end up into two brackets. So the method I'm going to use for this is I'm going to think, how many x squareds have I got? Well, I've got 1, so I'm going to do over here 1 times by minus 21. Okay, well that's minus 21, so I want numbers that multiply to give me minus 21. Well, I could have 1 times by minus 21, which is what we've just looked at. I could have minus 1 times by 21. I could have 3 times by minus 7. And I could have minus 3 times by positive 7. Can't have any others. 2 won't go into 21. 4 won't go into 21. 5 doesn't go into it, and so on. Okay. So which of these will add to give me minus 4x? So I want a difference of 4 essentially between these two numbers. Well, the only ones that's going to work for are the 3 and 7s. Well, 3 plus minus 7 is minus 4. Minus 3 plus 7 would give me positive 4. So I know it's got to be 3 and minus 7. So then what I do is I split that minus 4x. I split it, so it's x squared plus 3x minus 7x minus 21. I then split it down the middle, factorise this side, and then factorise this side. So what goes into x squared that also goes into 3x? Well, x does. What do I times x by to give me x squared? X. What do I times x by to give me 3x? 3. Right, what goes into minus 7x that also goes into minus 21? Minus 7. What do I times minus 7 by to give me minus 7x? I times it by x. What do I times minus 7 by to give me minus 21? Times it by plus 3. You should notice that those brackets there are the same. That's going to form part of our answer. The other bracket comes from the bits that are outside, so the x minus 7, and that is your answer.